We beat the game on the Deadliest Minecraft server, and not only that, but we encountered many super strong mobs, discovered numerous new weapons and stumbled upon custom structures. But before diving into all that, I need to teach my friend how to start playing by showing him the tutorial zone. After that, we quickly left the spawn zone and began gathering some plant fiber, which will be useful for crafting a flint axe. Now you might be thinking, can you just make a wooden axe? Well, you can't, because to get wood, you need an axe. With that explained, we acquired flint and converted it into smaller pieces, allowing us to craft a flint axe. This enabled us to gather wood, sticks and many other wood-related materials. We struggled a bit with getting planks from the oak wood, but later we figured it out. With wood acquired, we crafted more tools. However, unexpectedly, a level 12 zombie attacked us, causing my friend to die. I quickly went underground so my friend could safely TPA to me. We waited out the night because we didn't want to encounter more monsters that could potentially kill us. After that, we started to look for new islands to build our home on. During our search, we stumbled upon nether portal ruins and managed to get some items out of them. At the end, we found a structure that for now we called home. We needed to upgrade our armor and weapons because mobs could easily kill us, so we dug underground and started exploring. We stumbled upon a cave full of ice, which confused us at first. However, the ice proved to be very useful because we could move on it very fast. It also helped us to find ores like iron and copper. You may ask, why copper? Well, in this server there are copper armors and weapons. While it wasn't as good as iron, at least it was better than the plant armor we had. For our journey, we crafted a longsword and a throwable knife that worked like a boomerang. It showed us how useful it was in this cave. Soon after, we crafted new weapons and set of copper armor. Next, we started to build a farm. Building farm will be super useful, but we'll get into that soon. Just in case, we set up a protection stone that will allow us to teleport to our base very quickly. We also built a cage for the cows that we found. With their leather, we could make some useful items like water containers. And we also discovered that you can freeze outside. We didn't know that, and I almost died of cold. Then we logged off the day. When we joined the next day, we opened our daily chest of free cosmetics. Though I wasn't that lucky and get some projectile particles for my bow, my friend got some really cool cosmetics. I think this one looks pretty cool. Remember when I mentioned making the farm? Now we'll get into that. In this server you can level up your skills like mining, defense and farming. But why is farming so important to us? Farming is the easiest way to increase our health in the early game. So we started to make berry farm that would allow us to gain farming experience really fast. We also tamed a wolf and give it a welcoming place in our home. After that, there is no turning back. We started to grind farming levels and also discovered that drinking fresh water gives us health level upgrades. And with a small water farm that I made, we increased our health by 1 heart. Maybe it wasn't that much, but later it's going to be even better. This way we ended day 2. We started day 3 by fighting a sea monster. After killing it, it dropped some unique stuff we had never seen before. We also found only 1 diamond. Additionally, we crafted a water container and filled it up. Then we teleported back to spawn and started looking for some new structures. However, that didn't work well, so we came back home and opened our daily cosmetic chests. After that, we started to clean up the mess that we made in our home. When gathering all the materials for the home, we leveled up our forging skill. We started cleaning our home by adding more storage for all the materials that we found. We placed some beds and added some finishing touches. Day 4 wasn't that interesting. We mined some diamonds, crafted an enchanting table and a cooking recipe book. But that didn't last for long, because I accidentally discovered that clicking on a gunpowder literally causes it to explode. When this happened, I blew up half of our home, forcing us to move out. We didn't look for long when we stumbled upon some cool flying islands that we built our home on. Also, at that time there was an update to the server that added more food options and finally unlocked the nether. However, exploring the nether became our mission for the next day. But to prepare for the nether, we needed to gather more useful items, so we ventured into caves once again and started mining. This time we stumbled upon a massive mineshaft. In it we found 2 enchanted golden apples, many diamonds and iron, along with normal golden apples. After enchanting our gear, we stepped into the nether. First we killed many endermans so we had enough ender pearls for the Eyes of Ender. Then we started looking for the nether fortress. When we found it, we killed some blazes and went back home to put the materials away, because we wanted to return to nether. Then we stumbled upon a bastion. We went inside and found a bastion vault. We quickly took the gold from it and left. Also worth mentioning, while we were in the nether, we found a custom structure. We went inside and encountered a new mob that we had never seen before. It seemed to be trapped, but instead of letting it go, we decided to kill it. This turned out to be a great decision, because it dropped an elytra, although it was almost entirely broken. To get ready for the end, this time I, because my friend went offline, gathered some sugarcane and leather to expand our enchanting table. I also mined some diamonds, so we had enough for the entire armor. Also, while I was in caves, I found this big red subscribe button that you should press. Please do it, we spent like 30 hours recording this video. When my friend came back, which was like 5 days later, we started enchanting our armor and looking for the ender portal. When we finally found the portal, we were amazed at how big it was. I died a couple of times, but eventually we found the portal. We filled it up with Eyes of Ender and we went back to our base for the diamond sets. We took one last look at the overworld, then jumped into the portal. The dragon wasn't spawned yet, because we needed to do it manually. Legend said, all the dragons died a long time ago, so we placed the end crystals one by one and the battle started. After defeating the dragon, we went into the other world. We were amazed by the plants growing there. Soon we saw a structure that looked like a camping place. We looted it and went looking for the Empress of Light. Oh right, I didn't mention it to you guys. Did you all really think killing the Ender Dragon was beating the game? Well, no! There's an even more powerful boss, the Empress of Light. We had no time to waste, so we began looking for it. Instead of finding it, we stumbled upon End City, so we wanted to loot it. However, we needed to go back because our armor started breaking. We returned to our base using /spawn, intending to mine some diamonds. To obtain more diamonds, we aimed to get the looting tree enchantment on our pickaxe, which was quite a task, but after finally getting it, we mined 1.5 stacks of diamonds. We fixed our armor and went back to the End City. In there we found a spawner with phantoms, and when we killed some of them, they dropped phantom membranes. We used this to repair the elytra that we got in the nether. I crafted some fireworks and started looking for the Empress of Light spawning place. When I found it, I placed a protection stone there. But before finding it, we stumbled upon an end village, so we decided to live there as our endgame home. We took some items from our old base and gave them to our new one. We didn't have to take a lot of items because in end villages there are a lot of useful ones, like enchanting, bookshelves, furnaces, shulkers, a cow farm, lots of chests, and I even found a villager that sold me a void fishing rod, which allowed me to fish fishes from the void. How cool is that? When we felt ready, we teleported back to the arena. We summoned the Empress of Light after a quick spawning animation. She started attacking us. We began shooting her with flaming arrows and dealing damage with our swords. We almost died, but we managed to kill her. From her we got a flying insignia, which allowed us to fly, but not for long, because if you stayed in the air for too long, something would happen. However, we still weren't satisfied. We wanted to get the most powerful sword in the game, so we killed her a couple more times. Eventually we got a candy looking sword that nearly doubled the damage every time we hit something, as a combo. Now every mob wasn't a threat anymore, unlike in the early game, because now we could kill the mobs in a few hits, whenever it was a level 1 monster or a maxed out level 25 monster. We decided to take one last look at the progress we made, but most importantly, the memories that we created along the way. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It will take you no more than a second, but making this video took us nearly 30 hours. Please, bro.